Hey guys, Team Rec here. This is Eric, and we're going to be profiling the first place deck today at Locals. We got Kevin. He played ABC Brave or Adventurer Therion, and we're going to get into the deck. First, talk about your matchups today.
I think matchup number one was Edmund. He was playing just a random assortment of stuff.
Okay.
And then matchup two, I believe, can't even remember what it was.
I know, I blank out too when this happens.
I don't even remember who I played, to be honest. I think it was either Jordan, maybe Despia. No.
Jordan was round 3.
Yeah, Jordan was round 3. Who the fuck was round 2?
I didn't see you play round...
I honestly don't remember.
Okay.
Anyway, that was a blank, I guess.
We can move on.
Yeah, we'll go to
your
round
last
3
two matchups were both Despia, right?
Yeah, round 3 was Despia. I think I took game 2. No, he took game 1. I took game 2.
Then you drew.
It was kind of like just a back and forth. And then I feel really bad, but I decided Mystic Mine for the first time.
Hey,
I hate that card.
Everyone's doing it.
And we kind of tied. I feel really bad for doing it because it's such a dumb card. But yeah, it is what it is, I guess.
Exactly.
The last round, I was dreading so much because I knew he was on Cyber Dragon.
Yeah.
And I'm essentially playing Machine deck that really just gets contact views away. But I figured since, I don't know, I consider myself quite a...
Wait, he was playing Cyber Dragon?
Cyber Dragon, so I kind of know what to expect.
Cyber Dragon Despia?
No, he was playing Cyber Dragon with a bit of Cyber Dark, the little Cyber Dark engine, so he can kind of power bond and kind of...
Oh, I see. Okay, I thought you played another Despia.
No,
okay,
yeah,
so you played
Cyber Dragon with a bit of Cyber Dark in it.
Okay.
So yeah, I was a little bit like dreading that matchup just because you can contact fuse stuff away, and the extra monster zone is kind of pointless.
Right.
So yeah, that was that. I think 2 Odom actually. I think.
Nice.
Yeah.
So 2 wins, 0 losses, 1.
Yeah, there's a card in the
3-0-1, right?
Yeah, 3-0 and a tie.
Okay.
And
nice.
yeah, there's a card that was really pivotal in that Cyber Dragon matchup that you'll probably see later.
All right, well, let's get into it. We'll start with the lineup.
So we have, I made a change here. So we have 2A.
Okay.
I made a change to B. I was playing 3B at first.
Okay.
And I made a change to go to 2 just because I felt like maybe I was seeing a piece too many times.
Right.
And I kind of wanted to cut it down. And then we're also playing the 2C.
Okay.
We have to play the driver. It's really annoying to draw. Last weekend I drew this card way too many times, and I was like losing hope.
Was it a one-of last week too?
Yeah, it was a one-of.
Just
like
one
some
of
people
weekends.
play this at 2.
Risky.
To try and mitigate that factor, so you can always have 1 in the deck. But I feel like playing 1 is just actually more advantageous, even though you can still brick on it.
Okay.
We are playing the adventure package, so we have the 3 water enchantress.
Yeah.
Oh, that's. I'm playing the Legal Knight. It was actually super clutch today. Came up a few times actually. He can quick effect special if you control a token, and he can also target up to 2 cards on your opponent's field, bounce those, and you give control of this card to your opponent. And then sometimes I would give it to the opponent, and I would make Boral Sword attack over this, get the gain, and then attack again. Like it kind of came up in those situations.
Kind of blocks like evenly.
Yeah, it's pretty great.
Stuff.
It's actually pretty awesome. I liked it a lot. It also won me the Cyber Dragon match, I feel like, because it could bounce his cybers, so he can't contact fuse. So that's why I was kind of playing around
that. Yeah, pretty situationally good that way.
The Griffin Rider.
Right.
A little bit mixed up here.
Yeah.
I was playing 2 right. I felt like I wanted to cut that down because I wanted to play 40 as much as possible.
Okay.
I'm playing 1 Faithful Venture, 1 Dracoback. This stuff got really mixed up somehow. I don't know how. So another piece of the adventure or the ABCs is Unauthorized. This is a really good card to get. Say you do draw this and you have driver in your hand, you can also get rid of it that way. A neat interaction that a lot of people don't really realize is it's a quick effect.
Yeah.
And you can quick effect attach, say, if someone's responding to your cards with like a monster effect, trap effect, or spell effect.
Yeah.
What comes up is B prevents from spells. like if you equip it to it, so you can like
Right.
quick effect and to kind of dodge things like that. And then A
Oh,
is a
that's
monster
nice.
effects, and then obviously C is traps.
Right.
So you can kind of dodge things that way. Somehow my cards got really messed up. I'm playing the one terraforming.
Yeah. Yeah, no problem if it's a little bit out of order.
I'm playing
We'll cover
obviously
everything.
the 3 Union Hanger.
Yep.
Super important card. You kind of live and die by the card. It's kind of unfortunate, but
Yeah,
it is
it's
what
the
it
sword
is.
of the deck.
I'm playing set rotation. Very,
Okay.
very pivotal card. How did this get so screwed up?
And that will kind of tie into the side deck, I'm sure.
Yeah. So I'm also on the Therion package. We got 2 Therion.
Right.
This stuff got really messed up. I don't know how. I'm playing 3 of the field spell.
Yeah.
It's super good. If you have your what's it called? IP Masquerena. A lot of times people can't beat over your IP. Like if they want to just go straight into
Oh,
battle
I see.
phase and get
Yeah.
rid of your IP, so you can't do stuff. They
That'll
overlook
protect
this
it?
card sometimes. Yeah, it protects from battle. If you can send any Therion card from your deck
Oh, that's
to protect from battle. So you can
nice.
also bait that way, but I mean it didn't come off that way. So
Right.
there's that. So for non-engine, I believe I'm at non-engine because my cards were a little screwed up here.
Yeah.
We'll go with 3 droplets.
Yeah.
It's actually a really, really good card.
Great this format.
Yeah, it also pairs well with the ABC cards because you can send them. You don't necessarily get their
Right.
effects because they're not on field if you send them from your hand. But it's really good for getting pieces into your hand going second.
And even with your quick play spells, you can chain to that
Yeah,
and use
exactly.
that as fodder.
Yeah, it's super
And you're already
nice.
getting the effect of like
Yeah.
unauthorized or set rotation. So
Yeah,
that's pretty.
we're playing 3 Prod of Prosperity.
Yeah.
It's super good to dig into stuff.
Oh, yeah, it's great
You
this
really
format.
want to see the hanger, so I mean, you kind of. I know it's a really expensive card, and a lot of people can't really necessarily afford it or afford to play it. But it really, really makes the deck like that much better.
Yeah, it's a unique.
Yeah, it really
that
digs for
way.
those cards you definitely need. We're also playing as the only defensive cards because you need as much gas as possible.
Yeah.
We're playing 3 Ash Blossom. I mean, what can you really say? Like brand fusions all over the place. It really
Yeah.
hits a lot of rogue matchups generically. So I mean, it's
Covers
it's
a lot
really
of
good.
ground.
Covers a lot. It's kind of like the only cantrip I can think of really playing. I was considering Imperm, but I mean, this is just kind of hits too many things.
Nice.
For one, I was playing Call By. I mean, you kind of
If you could play
it's
more,
super
maybe.
broken.
But
Yeah, it's super broken. Then I'm playing Foolish,
Nice. Okay.
and that's 40
Pretty
cards.
clean build.
I kind of want to keep it 40,
40?
so I can
Yeah.
see a hanger as much as possible.
Exactly.
So it kind of made sense that
And
way.
yeah, with 3 prosperity.
Yeah, for sure.
Pretty
It just
clutch.
totally makes sense. For the
Extra now?
Yeah, for
Okay,
sure.
Extra.
So for the extra deck, probably no surprise. We're playing 3 ABC Buster. I mean, I'm going to say there, it's super insane. If it didn't have the discard, it would be completely broken, but it is what it is. And the tag out effect helps you dodge things like Imperm and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's hard to break. It's
kind
kind of like an older
insane,
version
and it's
of
super
Ray.
recursive. And a lot of
Yeah.
times on Prosperity, it's like free. You can literally use because you're not really going into 3.
Oh, I
And
see.
a lot of times, well, before the adventure stuff, when you played 3 pieces of everything, you could usually double buster.
Yeah.
But now you can't really double buster. So I mean, it's free off Prosperity.
Okay.
So 3 of those. Then we have. We'll go into the X. I was playing XYZ.
Yep.
I was playing 1 Abyss Dweller. Didn't come up, but I figured it'd be probably pretty good against decks that use Graveyard. I mean, obviously. This is kind of like a last minute thing because I was testing out Exciton Knight and Zeus because I was feeling, I had this assumption that going second was going to be really hard in this deck. And I was kind of stealing an innovation from the dinosaurs that were playing Exciton to go, if you have less than them, you just kind of nuke and you punch with Exciton, overlay for Zeus. Like you're not doing any damage, but that doesn't matter, so you can at least overlay into
Yeah,
Zeus.
you're
And then
making
you
a better
have-
game save for yourself.
Yeah, then you also have 2 materials to overlay for Zeus and wipe.
Okay.
So I felt like that was pretty cool interaction, but I felt like I saw this in YCS Hartford. It looked really good to like stall out the game to get things rolling. You can
Definitely.
also use link monsters. Like you can just keep going to links because they can't be put into defense, and you just kind of like you can go into
Right.
like Unicorn, Nightmare, this, and you kind of just pick away the board
Yeah,
that
it
way.
puts you on an alternative line
Yeah,
of play.
exactly.
Yeah.
So I'm also playing those. That's a really good generic package, and they also chain block for your pieces.
Yeah, that's clutch. Kind of reminds me of
Yeah, it's
Goki there.
really good.
Yeah.
We'll go back to Link 2s because I kind of skipped.
Yeah, no problem.
We're playing Clara. I believe that's what it is. I actually didn't summon it once today, which is kind of weird.
Pretty standard.
Because it kind of gets to go to
ABC.
pickles. Well, situations that you're kind of needing to get a piece in the grave.
Right.
It's unfortunate you can't use it on main phase 1. I mean turn 1 because you don't have main phase 2.
Right.
But for other than that, it's a pretty nice card.
Okay.
I decided to throw in Lina over what's it called, Barricade Borg, because I felt like Super Poly. If you leave Barricade Borg, it's a dark, and it's just free Super Poly. So it's a dark and then a fusion with your ABC Buster. So I felt like I don't know. This was just better in utility. I stole a Cyber Dragon today with it, but that's about all I did. And then I kind of went into Boral Sword and then kind of ended it there.
Like they could go into Lubellion with the Barricade.
Yeah, I
Buster,
can't remember
I
the
think.
lines, but yeah, they have plays they can do off of that. And a lot of times you're not really ending on a dark, so I think Regulus is an Earth.
Yeah.
And then Griffin Rider, if you have that on board, I think that's also an Earth too. So it kind of limits their options, I think.
Okay.
I'm sure they can commit a normal summon, which will be a dark and then a fusion, so they could do it that way, but yeah. We'll go into IP, insane card in this deck. It's so broken. When you tag out, you have three free materials, so it's like insane.
Oh, and that's gonna probably
It leads to a lot of other cards that I have going. So
I see what's coming up.
this is an insane card. This is really good to get pieces out of your hand. So if you make this, you can special summon a piece of that the zone that points to, and it really comes up. The only thing is, actually, you used to really lose to like Impermanent Veiler, but now since you can really set up Regulus and Griffin for almost free, not free, but it's really easy to set up.
Yeah.
So you're really protected. So it kind of goes off every single time. We're gonna go into Appaloosa. I don't think it really needs any explanation. It's pretty insane. It's actually really good to go into this if you're going against Sword Soul, I think preemptively, because it can shut off a lot of their 10E plays from hand. And then if they can't create that token, because they can also banish the cards from hand with their token, so it can also, this is really actually good, I find, into the Sword Soul
really
matchup.
slows them down.
And then I'm gonna save like probably the best card in the extra deck for last. So there's Boral Sword.
Should be an access.
It should be an access code. I honestly think if I had an access code, I'd probably either take out the Lina or the Cerberus, because I actually do think this card comes up a lot.
I've always liked Boral Sword.
Yeah, because if you
simplify game states and stuff.
For sure.
Yeah.
If you make it off IP, it can't be a stroke by battle or card effect.
Exactly.
So it's really hard for some decks to actually out it. And then for it being like you can't respond to its switch to defense. So say they have an out through battle or something.
Right.
Oh, yeah, you can't even destroy through battle. So what am I saying? But yeah, anyway, it's kind of a broken card actually if you think about it.
Oh yeah.
Best card in the deck, I think. Best card in the extra deck.
Yeah,
it's insane.
that's what I was gonna say when you're
so
talking about
good.
IP and your
It's so good.
Buster
I don't even know how to
pieces.
explain. Like, it's just really, it's insane in this deck. Because you put up free materials, you use their material, it's just nutty. Unaffected by activated card effects. The only way they can really out it is a targeting bounce. So like Sword Soul, for example, the shooter can out it, I guess.
Or like Dracoback.
Yeah, that too.
Okay.
But other than that, its graveyard negation too is insane. It really, this card's really good in this deck. So I'll just move on to the side deck here.
Yeah.
So we're going with, the only hand trap I kind of ran was Nibiru. I felt like, we have a local Heroes player, so it's pretty good against him.
Yeah.
I drew 2 of this against him. He didn't summon over 5, which was okay, because it kind of acted as discard fodder, which was kind of interesting.
Oh, so maybe Heroes was your round 2 then.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, that actually helps. Yeah,
right.
Heroes was my round 2, and it was kind of a
some
blow
cards
up.
that jog your memory.
Yeah, I guess I needed this card to literally just reboot my memory on it.
Yeah.
But yeah, if I can touch on that matchup, this was actually, I didn't get to use its effect, but what I did get to use it for was discard. So I basically went into Nightmare, I'm pretty sure, to pop a back row, and then I also went to Unicorn, I discarded both of them. So it was actually, it came up.
Nice.
So there's that, and I feel like if you showed up today, I was assuming that you're gonna be on some sort of punk punk decked.
Yeah, I'm
so
still
I guess
working
this
on
would
that.
be good.
Couple
Also,
weeks.
no one played Sword Soul today because they, I don't know, didn't decide to play.
Yeah.
So I guess this is good against that as well. And then I'll get into my other one. So I was playing 2 Lightning Storm. Mostly it was because I was just filling spots. And here locally we tends to be a lot of back row play.
Yeah.
And I felt like that was just a good side. I'm playing Twins because honestly this deck kind of it gets screwed by honestly anti-spell, which people maybe don't realize.
Yeah.
And this is a nice out to that. Also, it's out to back row decks and stuff like that. This is also a great card.
Yeah, I've
I
been
feel
seeing
like
that
I
a lot.
really mostly have it for what was it? Dimensional Barrier.
Right.
Because I mean I play Sword Soul as well, so this is really a key card.
Yeah.
I'm also playing this. If I go first and I can set up my full board, which is kind of insane, this is just icing on the cake.
Such
They
a
can't
great
play
floodgate
spells,
to
and
play
also
behind,
it prevents them from really using Lightning Storm. So if I flip this in the
Yeah,
draw
that's
phase, they
true.
can't really Lightning Storm my stuff. Even though they tend to put a lot
And then
of
they
things
got to
in
use their
defense.
back row removal.
Yeah, they kind of
on
gotta
it.
like stretch a little too much to play. Even though this deck actually puts up a ridiculous turn 1 board. It may seem deceiving at first, which is probably the best part.
Yeah.
But yeah, the first turn board, if you get to pop off, it's almost an auto win.
Nice.
This is the last card, and I really regret playing this because I don't want to swear. This is I hate this card so much.
It's a whatever it takes card.
Yeah,
That's what I call it.
it's kind of, I don't even know what to say about it, to be honest. It's literally just to play this card, bait some cards, play this. And I mean, a lot of decks don't have an
There's a
out.
lot of ways to out it, but
A lot of, like,
It's not
Despia doesn't
common.
really have a main deck out to it, so it's kind of crazy. Also, Sword Soul, you can out it with Circle, like if you just maybe link. Say I don't have nothing on the field.
Yeah.
You can also link and then tribute off a worm, so then you have nothing. So, you can out it, but, you gotta
pretty
draw a
impressive.
Circle, really.
yeah, exactly.
And this kind of just stalls. I only used it once, and I felt really bad.
Got you the draw,
Yeah, it
yeah.
got me a draw, which led to the ultimate.
That's the
first
risk with
place.
that card.
So that rounds out the side deck. So that's pretty much it.
Nice. Great deck profile. Good job today.
Yeah, I guess that was pretty good.
Yeah. Stay tuned for more, guys. Thanks, Kevin.
Yeah, for sure. Have a good one.